Today, guys, it's Sunday. You would have noticed on Friday, hopefully, when you loaded up YouTube and looked at your calendar. I'll just check mine. Yep, Friday has been and gone, and we usually do Relax Friday videos. I've been on holiday recently, so we have skipped a few of them, but we should be back into full gear from this week onwards. And I'm bringing this one a little bit late because I've been working on the Road to Regen series. We got some episodes there. We've got our Ronin top 5 tips, which is pretty important. We've got a DMR video. We've got 51 crates we're unboxing. And it's important to get all of this ready and out for you guys before doing the Relax Friday videos, because that's the main content that we have here. And you might be sitting there going, well, what should I be expecting in this video? What are these Relax Friday videos? I'll put that in the description below. What we're going to be covering today, I'll put our topics up on the screen. We're going to be covering Christmas, the New Year, any goals. We're going to be covering a holiday that I went on for 1.5 weeks. We're going to be covering the YouTube comments, of course. We do that every Relax Friday video. And then it's up to you guys for the last part to let me know in the comments below what you did over the holidays, what you did over Christmas. If you have any questions, just sing out. If you are thinking of, coming to New Zealand, or if you have any Titanfall 2 questions, just sing out. Any Overwatch questions, I can kind of help. I'm a bit rusty on the patches and the updates, and this gameplay here is not my best. It's the first time I've actually played it since Titanfall 2 came out. I can't speak for some reason. Anyway, since Titanfall 2 dropped, I haven't played any other games, haven't played Battlefield, haven't played Dota 2, haven't played Counter-Strike, haven't played Overwatch. And the reason for that, Titanfall 2 is a fantastic game. So if you guys are on the fence, should I buy it, should I not, worried about the player base, worried about this and that, just honestly get it. It is such a great game. Hopefully most of the people here watching already have it. Pretty sure they do. But anyway, guys, over Christmas, this year was a bit different, I must say. Generally, for Christmas, I'm super excited. We'll have the lights up, we'll have the tree up, we'll have, all the presents wrapped and things like that. But this year was a bit different. I was working right up, so my main focus was on work, getting leave, make sure I've got time off. Also getting the car ready for the long drive. It's a 4.5-hour drive to New Plymouth. And making sure it's got air in the tyres, enough oil, making sure it's got enough petrol, nice and clean as well, so all the highway, dirt and dust and dead bugs you can wipe off a lot easier afterwards. And all of that with a few other things, making sure my YouTube's all good, all the videos are ready, people are happy, things like that. It was quite a busy Christmas, but it also seemed to be one of the, what we would say here is one of the sort of run-of-the-mill Christmases, so that it's exactly the same. You know what's happening, you know what everyone's going to be doing, you know the food you're going to be eating. You can pretty much guess your presents without x-ray vision, because every year, I was about to say every week, every year it's about the same, You get the deodorant, you get the socks, and I mean, hey, you trying to tell me something? Or you get the same presents, the same wrapping paper. And I wasn't really that excited, but what I was excited about was the trip that we went on. And we went on the trip just shortly after Christmas. We headed over to Taupo, and if you don't know where that is, it's in the centre of the North Island of New Zealand. New Zealand's got 3 islands. We've got North, South, and Stewart Island. And in the centre of the North Island, you'll find Taupo. Lake Taupo is one of the main attractions there, and people say it's the size of Singapore, but it's actually a bit smaller. And in the lake, I mean, there's activities you can do and things like that, but the first day when we just arrived there, it was more just chilling out, had a relaxing, I want to say spa bath, but it's more like a thermal pool. So it's a pool created by nature, and it's got all this, really hot water in there, and it can be a bit smelly at times. And you jump in and just enjoy, sit back and relax. Hopefully don't get too sunburnt, and hopefully don't overheat. You can't be in there too long. They generally advise between half an hour and an hour, because if you're in 40-degree water for any longer, it can actually do the reverse and be quite bad for your body. But the water has a lot of minerals, so after you jump out, you don't shower, you don't wipe yourself down with a towel or anything. You just change your clothes, and your skin feels really weird. It feels almost like someone's lathered you up in butter, or lathered you up in, I don't know, canola oil or some type of oil. And that's all the nutrients and minerals that are in the water, and it's naturally occurring. They don't add any of these in or supplement these in, it's naturally occurring, so it's all okay for you. And yeah, it does. I mean, they've got a list of things that it does, a list of things it contains, and it's up to you whether you believe it, improves your skin tone or gets rid of pores or does this and that. It's up to you whether you believe that. But anyway, we're just trying to get some few cheeky hooks here, are we, with Roadhog? That's a bit naughty. And then after that, we went rafting, which was whitewater rafting. So you go down the rapids, you're with a team of 6 to 7 people, and you all have your oars, and you go down, you paddle, and you try not to capsize, you try not to fall out, and you, most importantly, you listen to the instructor's instructions, because they're the experienced one at the back, and they do all of the steering, and the other people, the guys paying for the trip and showing up in the boat, in the raft, they actually do all of the muscle work, they do all of the driving, and the guy at the back just makes the calls, and then you steer. So you'll have left side forward, or both sides forward, you might have left side back and right side forward, you might have none at all. There were some commands like get down or right side over where you had to jump to the other side of the raft so that your body weight was on the other side, and that way you can easily navigate some of the real difficult rocks and some of the really difficult rapids out there. And it was quite an advanced, they said it was a 3 to a 3 plus, and that's intermediate slash kind of advanced, or upper intermediate is probably a better way to explain it. And I'd never done rafting before, so when they said that, I sort of went, okay, here we go, like, we're going to fall out, we're going to capsize, we're probably going to pop the raft, everything's going to go wrong. But we actually had a very well-oiled team, and some people were advanced, and a lot of us were actually first-timers. I think 2 advanced and then 4 first-timers, maybe 5, 2, something like that anyway. And we went down, and the first few were a bit rocky, we sort of turned around when we shouldn't have, we went down one backwards, but then we all started listening to the commands, understanding how it feels. The rapids are supposed to be bumpy, so the first few we went down, you'd be jumping up and down on the side of the raft, and you'd sort of get a bit scared and go, oh, I'm going to fall out, so you hold on, you stop paddling, or you lean towards the center of the boat, and those are the worst things you can do. What you actually need to do is just trust the instructor, do what he says, and just carry on, because that's how you're going to get through the rapid. You can't just stop paddling, you've actually got to commit and almost have a focus drive of, okay, we're going to go through this, and just steamroll through without worrying about anything else. And then what we also did is a Hooker Falls jet, and I'll put a picture up on the screen now so you guys can see what Hooker Falls is. And this jet zooms around, it does all sorts of 360 tricks, and it's almost like you're drifting on the water. And that was pretty fun because you're drifting there. The only thing is you get a really dry mouth. I mean, the wind's hitting you in the face. You get wind in your ears, so it's quite hard to hear anything. It's quite hard to talk, and you just sort of sit there with your cheeks like flapping in the wind, and you just enjoy it. I mean, it's a really interesting place to go, and very amazing sights to see. After that, we headed over to Hastings, which is on the east coast of the North Island. It was quite a long drive. I mean, quite a nice drive as well, because it was a lot of flat roads, so you could set your cruise control and just go for it. And over there we did a Splash Planet, which is like a water theme park. And then we also did a trip to see the gannets, and this one was really cool because you go on tractors. The tractors zoom down the side of the beach to a place that you can't really access, and you get to see a very rare sort of colony of gannets. And so you can go there, take some photos, hang out. You could go on a little walk afterwards or just enjoy the views. And it's very relaxing. You're on a tractor with massive trailers behind it, and they have cushioned seats. And you can just sit there and honestly just enjoy. It's very scenic. We can see a lot of fault lines and things like that. But you really need to sunblock up, because personally I sunblocked everywhere except for my legs, and I came back with just bright red legs. They were just completely burnt because it is a 4-hour trip. So it's 4 hours out in the sun, and if you don't have sunblock on every centimetre of exposed skin you have, you'll get burnt. We've got very harsh suns here in New Zealand. Ozone layer is not in good shape, so it just burns you, it doesn't tan you. Anyway guys, let's head over to the YouTube section. I'll put some timestamps down below. I haven't done this in previous episodes, but I mean, just in case, you might be real keen on the comments, or you might be real keen on the trip, or you might be real keen on something else, and so you can navigate a lot easier. So we've got a comment here from CA1 Varun, Skulls a lot, and he said, I've never heard of it being called a backfill before, and I love hearing your commentary, so thanks very much for the awesome comment. And I mean, backfill, it might be my own word that I use, but it's just the term I use for if there's a spot in the game and then you join the game late. That's what I call a backfill. We've got a comment from Random Player. He said his video's on Google Drive. We're just sorting out a sort of a video between the both of us. He hit me up, and you guys can look forward to that. It's going to be coming out sometime shortly. It's going to be a multi-perspective Titanfall 2 gameplay, and I think it's pretty exciting. So hopefully you guys will enjoy that. We've got a video here, a comment here from Ian Costello, and he said, great video, I do have one quick tip, and this is on my cloak usage. He said that when you activate it, why are you shooting straight away? You shouldn't be, activating cloak, bang, 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 and then it's gone straight away. And I totally agree, and that's one of those little niggly things, one of those little bad habits I've got on Titanfall 2. And the first step of correcting it is to actually identify it, so he's helped me there, which is awesome. And now it's up to me to correct it and make sure I'm using cloak a lot more effectively. We've got another comment here from, I can't really say this name, but Dersh Brelefer, and he's asking me to add him. We're going to play some Titanfall 2 later on, which is awesome. And we've got one here from Black Mantis 1, and he said, one thing about this kit, if you can see any part that's actually highlighted on an enemy, this is the North Star Threat Optics kit, you can still hit it. I've scored hits across the maps through the tiniest gaps in the environment with this kit because it highlighted them, so I gave it a shot, and even though I thought the gap was too small, it hit. So that's really important, and that's a helpful comment. If you guys are using North Star, that's really going to help you out. Jonathan, he's trying to unlock the pilot's execution, so I just mentioned to him that you've got to be patient, you've got to play differently, because you want to sneak up behind the pilots. You don't want to run the normal direction straight towards the enemy. When the map starts, you want to take a route you don't normally take and then surprise them all. Ninja Danny came in and said, hey, I'm Gen 9.24. He's been doing an insane amount of grinding. Back, it was about a week ago, he was only 7, maybe Gen 8, and he's already 9.5. So he's putting in some crazy work at the moment. And then Jer came in and said, dang dude, I'll be like you someday, and yeah, too right, he's doing very, very well. Liam came in and said, this sounds a lot better than usual, sound quality, nice video. I've been trying some new things with the audio. Hopefully this new audio setup I've got at the moment is going to be the right one. I made a few changes on that video and we got some good feedback, so I've just made a few slight more tweaks. I got a bit fussy, so hopefully this audio's okay. Let me know if it's not, I need to know. And scrolling down here, Nathan Myers said, good video, nice energy. I've played against Gen X's before, but I always kick their asses. I just hit Gen X myself yesterday. Only reason I've been trying to level up so much was to get the black camo, and then I watched your video and talked about how they lock you at Gen 11. Typical, I swear. Sorry man, Gen 10's the highest. That's it. Lewis came in. I'm currently at Gen 6.41 and loving the game. It's so addicting. 100% agree. Titanfall 2, you guys, you gotta get it. Share it with your friends. They need it too. You can tell by my Overwatch gameplay, Titanfall 2 has been what I've been playing for the last couple of months. And here we go here. Bounty, you missed something. The fire rate nerf only affects tone with burst loader. That's very important as well. I did explain it, but I didn't explain it obviously clearly enough, because we're talking about the kit, and I said this kit reduces your fire rate, but I should have mentioned that without this kit you're still at the normal fire rate and tone is still pretty OP. And that's about all we have time for today, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed just chilling out, keeping in touch, and let me know in the comments below if you have New Year resolutions, what you did over Christmas, things like that. I'll catch you guys in the comments. Thanks again for your support and tuning in. It's much appreciated. Enjoy the rest of your day. Catch you in the next video. Peace.